Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today is February 8th of 2021, and let's get it started right now. If you haven't heard, Tesla has just purchased $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. That is huge news. I foresee Bitcoin going much higher in the coming days. Be ready. This is insane for companies as big as Tesla to be making moves like this. So if we jump right into Bitcoin and where it's at on the chart, we can see it's already making a massive move for today. All the moving averages are dramatically starting to curve back up. And where might we be going in the coming days or weeks or whatever? So in order to get that prediction, you have to go look at the past and see what has happened before. So if we do that, go back to the weekly chart and say we go back and look at the end of our bull run back in 2017. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't personally believe that we only have a matter of weeks left in this bull run before we go back into another multi-year bear market. I think we're just getting started, but just for S and Gs, let's go ahead and take a measured move of what move we could potentially have been in. So as you know, we were in a downtrend for a week or two, and then we're just currently breaking out. So without touching our 21 EMA line, right? We didn't touch that. And you can notice before, we always touch that before continuing to move. But so far, we haven't done any of that. So let's see where our breakout would be potentially if this was the end. And we only have 6-8 weeks left in this bull market, which I don't think we're at. So 237% is what it did, roughly. 230 to 240. We'll do 230 to be conservative. So if we go back to our move that we're in now, and we're to mirror what we did back then, you can notice the prices over here getting a little out of hand. So if we take it from the bottom of our green candle and start that move, 230% up is roughly right at $100,000. Now, if that were to continue and mirror that, we'd be looking at the next, that's 8 weeks. That's about what that move took. That would put us right into April, the first week of April, last week of March. 40% to get 100K. Now, personally, I don't think this is what's happening. So if I don't think this is what's happening, what do I think could be happening? What other moves did that form back that we could look at? Because if we haven't confirmed on the 21 EMA like we did so many times before I blew off top, what other moves do you see that are similar to what we've just done? We had a big run up, a pullback without hitting our 21 week yet. If we look back, our 2019 had a huge run up. It hesitated without touching our 21 week, and then it had a short-term blow off top. Everyone got real excited, and then it consolidated. Now this is a bear market. You got to remember we're still in a bear market here. So if something like this happens again, I do not think it would take another year to go back up again. But past moves can be a good rhyming chart pattern to look at. So if this is something kind of similar playing out over the next month, we could expect something like this maybe. So what kind of move did we see here? So if we look at where we started our green, right down here. If I could get my mouse working, there we go. So to the top is about right here, right about 14K, right? It was 85% roughly. From that start of the move, next 3 weeks or so, another 85% blow off top, and then just fizzled out for a little bit. Now, if that happened again, I do not think we would take this long to start another big move. I think it would just take a matter of weeks or maybe a few months at the most, not a year. So let's go see where we're at. and see what that move might look like. If we measure from here, 85%, if we get nice little blow off midterm top, especially with the Tesla news, everyone's going to be going crazy, I feel like, for a little bit. Once that spreads, that just came out this morning, 85% takes us to 55,000. That sounds a little bit more reasonable, doesn't it? Does to me. So if we're to do that, 85%, maybe that takes us into March or April, springtime, before getting a consolidation pullback, retesting our 21 week for a month or two, and then continuing the rest of this into, you know, whatever 100K, 200K, whatever we go to. But this is very bullish news today with Tesla coming out with this. The big companies don't usually take risks like this unless they're more sure of markets than most people are. So I would look for Tesla to always be on board with the latest and greatest, as they have been for the past many years. I'm a big believer in Tesla. I believe in Elon Musk. I believe he's doing good for the, you know, greater good for humanity. I believe this is going to be great news for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. This could be the catalyst we need to really just make this another nice big move up. And I'm not saying that one of those moves has to occur. This doesn't have to happen. This doesn't have to happen. We could, by all means, just be back in here in the bull run, and we have all of this coming over the next year to 2 years. We've never been anything like this before. There's never been corporations, especially as big as Tesla, that are buying billions of dollars in cryptocurrency. And now they're going to accept it for payment. I could buy my next Tesla in Bitcoin if I want, which I will. So the Cybertruck comes out next year. I'm getting that. Now I don't have to worry about converting back to US dollars or selling anything. You could instantly send Bitcoin and you could have your truck next week. Amazing. Cannot wait. Great news for the future. I love it. I love where it's going. Now all altcoins are going to be put on hold until Bitcoin can either simmer down or go more sideways. Now they'll get dragged up if Bitcoin starts printing more of this. They'll slowly get dragged up. ETHEREUM, Link, Cardano, POLKADOT, all those guys that we like and we love, all our altcoins, they'll slowly move up. But we don't really like that, right? We want them to have their own moves and just melt faces like Cardano has done recently. Cardano has been on just a tear over the past week. You can see what move are we in here. Cardano has just melted 65% up to the upside. I would look for, I mean, obviously with the Bitcoin thing, we got to wait and see what that does. This could be put on hold. All altcoins could just be sideways, or like I said, just get dragged up a little bit. If Bitcoin chills out here for a few days and just kind of just hangs at this level, then I could see coins continue to move. Chainlink holding still very bullish above its 21-day. You can see we had a pullback here and we held it perfectly. So we're still respecting this 21-day line. Still very bullish. Look for this to go up. We want to have a breakout like Cardano did. If we look at it on the weekly, you can see this big move up, and then we've sideways for about a month now. We want to have a breakout, just like Cardano, where you have let's look at the weekly. Looks very similar, right? Big move up, sideways for about a month, and then break out. That's what we want for Link. Big move up, sideways. We want this candle or the next. I mean, it'd be nice at this one because we still have almost a week until we close this candle. So maybe this week we can get going, get above 30. That would be perfect. Get back to Ethereum since I just skipped right the hell over it. We got a big move up here. Ethereum's been going sideways for a week now. Look for this to break out, especially with Bitcoin. Ethereum kind of mirrors Bitcoin a little bit more than the other altcoins. So if Bitcoin is rising, you know, Ethereum is going to lose a little bit of value against Bitcoin. The Ethereum Bitcoin chart will be going down slowly. Everything slowly bleeds against Bitcoin as it's making power moves up or terrible moves down. Everything usually does worse against Bitcoin whenever it goes one way or the other. Altcoins do better against Bitcoin when it can go sideways, when it does these moves. We have to have Bitcoin go sideways for alts to run. So Polkadot is also trying to make a run out here. Anytime you have a big tier up and then sideways consolidation, you're usually going to break back up again. Big tier up, sideways consolidation, right? Look at this, just chop. If Bitcoin did something like this, altcoins would explode. But this is Polkadot, so up, sideways, up, sideways. It can change macro trends, so you see this is kind of like a mini version of this, right? But they're the same moves, just bigger moves, right? Bigger, smaller moves. So that's what we're looking for. This is still holding very bullish above the 21-day. Younger coins like this, like Polkadot especially, you want to use the daily to get a trend formation and draw your either your moving averages like these, or you want to get, your a little straight trend line and just draw this. Something like that. Something with the most touch points is the key. You don't want to have something with 2 touch points, or something you can draw way down here and it has just like a wick down here and then 1 wick way the hell over here. You want as many touch points as possible when you're drawing trend lines. So that one has got 1 here. You could even extend this down here, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's much stronger trend line than if you have 2 touch points or 3 touch points. Generally, you want to have at least 3 touch points to even be considered a decent trend line. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at stuff, or when you're looking at other people on Twitter or whatever, when they're drawing things. A trend line is strongest with the most touch points. If it has 2 touch points, it's not even technically a trend line. So like if you drew a trend line up here, you'd have 1 touch point, 2 touch points. It's not even a trend. You need at least 3. Keep that in mind. If you have 10, if you have like 10 touch points on a weekly chart, super strong. Look for that to hold. If that a 10 touch point line on a weekly chart breaks, you're in deep trouble. Or deep profit if it's going to the upside and it breaks a upward trend channel. So just keep that in mind. Again, my name is Chase. It's 5-Day Crypto. I do this 5 days a week. I do this full time. I'm happy to help you. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. We do our coin of the day. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I never plan an altcoin of the day, but I always do an altcoin in the afternoon. So if you have a altcoin you want to have covered today, I'd be happy to look at it. Whatever I get the most requests from on here or my Twitter, I will try to do that. Otherwise, I'll just pick one myself that I think will be the most helpful to people. So look for that this afternoon. Should be around 4 o'clock or so when it comes out. If you have any questions in the meantime, leave me a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. Now, our car of the day today is a new 2021 Ferrari Monza SP1. The SP1, because there's only 1 seat. It's the trunk. No windshield, barely a windshield. Check this out. They also make an SP2, which, as you guessed it, 2 seats. Pretty cool. Gordon Ramsay, found out to Gordon Ramsay, the chef guy, he just bought one, real life. So pretty interesting. What do y'all think? I don't know. Let's find a real picture. Maybe I'll find one with Gordon Ramsay and post it. Let's see. Alright guys, that's all I got for this morning. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. I appreciate you. I will see you right back here this afternoon. Thanks so much guys. Have a good one.